and gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. We are back for episode 251, June 4th, 2025. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Shopping Cart Day. J.Vi, thoughts?
Hey, we're big in the shopping carts right now. Two kids under 5. One likes to ride on the front. One just likes to ride in it. So we're big on. We're in a shopping cart earlier today. We're looking for a travel bag for my daughter. Riding around the store.
We played the shopping cart. This just hit me. Video that I have where my kids threw me over. I don't know that I have it on. If I had known, I would have prepared a little better. I completely forgot about the time where my kids threw me over a shopping cart.
But the grocery store carts aren't as good as the other places.
What do you mean?
I just think that they're not as good. Like if you go to Target's got a good grocery cart.
Well, those are heavy, dude.
They are, but they're great.
That little double decker that Harris Teeter was. No offense to Harris Teeter. Never talk about another man's job or store or my wife's job because that's where she works. But for those of you listening who don't know what a Harris Teeter is, that's a big grocery chain in the South. So
yes.
But anyways, happy shopping cart day. Let's get a little facts here.
Do you still race it? Do
you mean do I run and jump on the back of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you?
You have to. Kids love it too.
Like, there's a little more risk involved, but I mean, I can't even trust my own kids, right? They're the ones that threw me over. Dude, that guy calls me hot sauce every time I come into that store. That was my home turf, dude. That was our home store.
Yeah.
It's BS. So, I don't know what this stat came from, but 63% of Americans do not have enough savings to even cover a mere $500 emergency situation. I don't know how that's a fact about shopping carts, but it must be about shopping.
Huh.
That's crazy.
I tend to now I don't go to the grocery store often, but times that I'm sent, I tend to add more things to the cart if I have a bigger cart than if I have the little cart.
I also saw on this website too that you're more or less they did a study that you're less likely to spend more money if you shop in high heels. There's a study out of BYU.
Because you're trying to get out of there.
Hey, you need to save some money. Just go into the closet for all you dudes out there.
Easy.
Go into the closet.
Easy.
Hit your wife's high heels. And she'll be like, "What are you doing?" And it's like a study out of Brigham Young told me that I was more likely to spend less money if I shop in high heels. I'm just trying to do us a favor here.
I mean, it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you want to save money or not? Spend money?
Do you want to save money or not? Guest host J.Vi. BMO's here.
I'm back.
He's back.
I'm going to be hosting from BMO's town next week.
BMO guest spot? Spot by BMO?
Come through.
Let's go. B. McCormick's here too. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you. Subscribe to the show. Get every episode. We release at least 2 podcasts a week, sometimes 3. So that's good. And also another fun fact about shopping carts and shopping day. There are more shopping malls in America than there are schools. That's a problem. What about the kids?
What's that? That's got to be a stretch.
I don't know. This website is nationaltoday.com. They always have the stats.
More shopping malls than schools? There's no way.
I'm just saying.
What is considered a shopping mall, though? Like, are they counting strip malls in that? Then okay, I could see that. But I'm thinking like actual malls.
Well, let me ask you this: where do you learn more, in school or in the malls?
Well, it's 2 different types of learning. There's street smarts.
That's what I'm saying, smarts. Dude. Where do you? Oh, BMO, he likes the white. I for those of you who can't see, I'm wearing the white hat with the green rope, Black Millie Goats logo. I had it up there. I had an extra one. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear this. Let's market this baby a little bit. Usually I go with the flat bill, but
yep.
But dude, okay. So you're back. Where have you been? Please tell everybody where you've been. You don't have to go into great detail, but what were you doing?
When was the last time I was on? I mean, I feel like I've been so many places. My last big trip, though, that I just came from was Northern Ireland. Worked on a golf thing up there, so got to play a couple courses. It was awesome. It was a good trip. Luckily, I can tell you my wife doesn't really listen to this show, so it felt more like a guy's trip with a little bit of work in it than it did a work trip with a little bit of guys in it.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. We
That's crazy. You were up there. That's Rory's country, dude. Did you go see
yeah,
his
we went to
monument?
Roy's home course that he grew up on. We did a little something there, and then shout out those guys. They comped us around to play after we were done working.
Really?
Yeah, comped around and comped rentals. So that was cool. And what's great about being over there is I had no idea this was the case before I went, but it stays light until like 10:30 at night.
What?
We were teeing off on the back nine at 8:30. We finished at 9:45, and it was still light. People were still not at Rory's course, but the other course we played. We're still on the range at 10 o'clock when we left.
When does it start being light?
When I woke up at 5, it was light already.
What? That's the reverse of Alaska, isn't it?
Now Alaska has it all day.
It's
So
light
it's a
all day.
little during some of the months it's like light all day, I think. But yeah, it was wild. Playing golf that late at night. I'm like, this would be awesome at home because you can put the kids to bed and then go to the range and hit and not feel bad about missing time with the kids.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Or, I mean, if it's that late, you could play 9 holes.
That's crazy. Speaking of, my son's in golf right now. He's all about it. He likes driving the cart. We've been playing 9 holes like it's going out of style the past few weeks.
Nice.
It's been fun.
He's still a little too young.
He got 6 going on 7. He's all in. He's all in, and I love it. And I love seeing him get excited about stuff. That's the fun part. All right, you've been gone. We've got sports on. Yesterday was tough, everybody, because there were no sports really. So everybody was like, "What do we do with our time? Oh my gosh, oh no!" But tonight kicks off. I don't know, probably 2 to 3 weeks, which will get us almost to the end of June. And then we have July and August before football. And then once we get into August, that's football month. Football is back.
We're less than 100 days.
Yeah, I mean, we're less than 100 days. And we've got the Stanley Cup final going on right now. Florida's up 3-2. If you're listening to this, you probably already know that. Florida does what Florida is doing.
I mean, are we pulling for Florida?
I think we have to, right?
We have to, right? That's like we have to.
I think
by default.
I'm an Eastern Conference guy, right? It's just like the people who lose in that are ACC basketball fans. When their team loses, they're out.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was just thinking because USA and Canada.
Yes, that too. That too. But so we got that going on. We've got the NBA Finals starting.
Wait a second. I'll be right back. Keep going.
All right, I got you, dude. I got you. Buddy. You know that I don't have. You know I can keep going. So we got the Stanley Cup Finals, going on right now. And then we've got the NBA Finals kicking off tomorrow. We've got super regionals that are taking place this weekend. So we got more college football news, ladies and gentlemen. We've got all that stuff. We're going to talk some golf too. The Canadian Open is this weekend. Scotty Scheffler not playing, so Rory is back. So, is Rory ducking Scotty? I don't know. We'll discuss that later. And then we're going to give out some DraftKings guys. We just want to announce, as we always do, stop stealing our intellectual property. RG3, Barstool. We know who you are. And unblock us, BetUS, Reddit College Football, McAfee, you bunch of cowards. Come on. Don't do that to us. So we've got all the sports news that you want right here. And we're going to go through it briefly. We've got a nice little activity we're going to do for the Shark Week. I'm just watching this right now. Shark Week starts on July 20th. They got to go back to their roots. If you're Shark Week, you got to go back to your roots. You got to stop with the whole, can Michael Phelps beat a shark in a race? That's BS. That's lazy. That's Disney remaking movies. Come on, Shark Week. Go back to your roots. Let's I see the advertisement. Let's make it more science-based. Sorry, I got off on a Shark Week rant.
I heard that, so I was letting you finish before I came back in. I wasn't going to stop you.
Okay. All right, dude. But before we get into this, we got 2 things I want to talk about. Let's open the show. We're App State guys through and through.
That's right.
Nothing is better than this coming across. All the football talking heads are like, can you believe that App State for the 4th straight season has sold out of their season tickets for football? And for people like us who played there, went there, loved that place, it's not a shocker. But everybody else is like, how are they doing it?
No.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not a shocker at all. I mean, there's a lot of excitement. Got a new coach, returned some guys. Feel like we got a good transfer portal class.
Good recruiting class.
Yeah. And we're not playing them at home this year, but we're playing Boise State.
Yep.
Oregon State at home, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
So there's some good home games. Like, we don't get an opportunity to play a lot of those teams like that. So, everybody wants to be a part of it. And it's easier to get season tickets than trying to buy just those tickets that week.
True. We're talking with our guy about getting everything squared away for going up there like the first game of the year. But dude, I was just looking at the comments and stuff online. I'm like, man, people don't understand. Like, the fans take it personally. Like, no matter what. I think the fans have taken like that. It's not even the fans, just the culture, right, of that place is like, this is who the fans at App State are.
Yeah.
They're just as much a part of this program as the team itself and the coaches. Like, that's what it really feels like. Like, people are like, how can they be 5 or 6 and 7 and sell out? It's like, because they think they are as much a part of this as the team is. And that's what makes it where something you can't explain. Like, whenever people are like, how does it, you just can't ever explain it truly what it's like to be App State up on the mountain. Like, it's just.
I mean, there was a lot of hype going in last year. A lot of hype. We were projected to potentially be that team that plays in the college football playoffs.
Yeah.
We had a letdown season.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say?
First one in a long time. First
what
one
can
in.
You say? I don't want to say it happens because it doesn't happen very often up there. But it happened, and some changes were made, and the excitement's back. I mean, from what we've heard and what everybody tells us is this guy knows what he's doing. I think the fans might think that we got another Drinkwitz on our hand if you want to compare him.
Yeah.
So that was a good year.
I'm excited. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I watch every game. Like, my wife is like, what time does App State play? I'm like, well, it's just, I don't know. I can't explain it. BMO says, what's the percentage of season tickets to capacity? Dude, don't ask me a math question, BMO. You know that.
He's trying to compare it to UNC.
I don't. Hey, look who's here. TJ said that's a fact. Appalachian State is the town of Boone, so when it doesn't go well, it affects everyone. First down since 2004. Let's go, dude.
TJ, I saw WOAT-A today. He said he'd still lock you down.
Oh! Shots fired, dude. You just said it's literally in my heart, and I can't get past. You can't explain it if you're App State. If you're App State, you went there, you played there, you went to school there.
Yeah.
You see the block A, it's over. Look at this right here. I'm wearing it right now.
You got them yellow sleeves on.
Hey, my wife. Somebody made a comment the other day about if you'd been wearing yellow sleeves, she would have seen you. I can't remember, but anyway, shout out to App State. Secondly, before we get going, we've been duped, ladies and gentlemen. The 2026 Madden cover has come out. Saquon Barkley is the cover artist, or the cover athlete, and it's the one where he's hurtling backwards over the Jaguars defender, and it looks really cool. And there was a video going around that was Saquon hurdling this guy again. And then it comes out that he had to use a harness to jump and levitate so they could get the picture. What do we think, dude? Is this BS? I mean, is this fraudulent?
Where's the harness?
It's up here. Look, you can't. Hold on. Let me zoom in. You see it?
No. Oh, there it is.
You see it right there?
I'm looking at this 8x that's used as a silk back here. I'm like, those are clamps to hold the cloth to the frame.
No, dude.
I couldn't see it until you zoomed in like that, though.
He was using. I tried to screenshot it so we could see. I mean, I love this. I love what DraftKings says. We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, flat out deceived. Saquon, what's up, dude?
It's for pictures.
TJ said, Whoa could lock me down in his prime. He better just stick to running a business.
I'm gonna pass that next time I see him in a couple months. I'll pass that along. If it was just run into each other every couple months.
So, anyways, what do you think, dude? Is this positive or negative for Saquon?
I mean, it's negative looking picture, but working in this business, that might not even be Saquon.
It may not be. That's what I was just looking at. I don't know. I saw a picture from the back. He's got some nice calves. So I don't.
So it's who knows what they're doing, why they're doing it, but I don't think this hurts Saquon.
Okay.
We all know how much of a freak Saquon is.
Yeah. That was so stupid.
But he does have a lot going against him this year based off of recent events. I saw a thing. Obviously, the Madden cover for running backs is really bad. Really bad.
Oh, because CMC was the last one, right?
Yep. He played 4 games that year. And then there's a new trend that I saw recently, maybe the past 5 offensive player of the years have had a terrible backup season to that.
Oh,
so he's got 2 curses that he's fighting this year. Cowboys might have a shot week 1.
No, they don't. Their coach said that Dak Prescott was still in his prime, or he's still developing. The man's almost 40. Your head coach gets up there and says your almost 40-year-old quarterback still developing. That's not. No, dude. I mean, this isn't NIL. What is he, Brandon Weeden at Oklahoma State? What do you mean he's still developing?
Is he Chris Winkie at Florida State?
Is he that tight end from Miami who played for 16 years? The heck is going on out here?
Is he every single player in college football that has a record now because they played 10 COVID years?
Oh, we gave you a shout-out on the last episode for your record of 91 days.
Well, I'm second.
No, I was like, wait a minute. That's not.
It's not my record anymore because of COVID. If it wasn't for COVID, I'd still have a lot of records.
Oh, Bebo said, "Do they cancel each other out? Double negative." I don't know. I don't like it. Because I like Saquon. Saquon's awesome. So, anyways,
Saquon is awesome.
Please leave the boys out of this. If you're not still developing, you're not growing. Got to stay healthy, though. He's not a picture. He's not a Polaroid. Leave the boys out of this. You know good and darn well, dude, the boys are thrusting themselves in every situation. I was at work today looking at the computer, and there it is. What do the Cowboys have to do to get the season right? Nothing. They stink. They can't do anything. Their quarterback's still developing. Are you kidding me?
They got Schottenheimer, dude.
Oh my gosh, dude. They're just waiting. They're just waiting. Oh, don't you even.
Oh, here we go.
Don't, sir.
I agree.
Sir.
I agree.
Sir. TJ says he's better than Purdy. You are out of your. What's the head-to-head between him and Purdy? Purdy has bent him over his knee. And the Cowboys. Has Purdy even ever lost to the Cowboys? I mean, this is a.
I did see a stat today.
Okay.
And I can't believe I'm about to say this out loud to you.
Let's go. I want to hear it. You got to be objective.
All the crazy Brady stats that are out there. I saw a list of his record against every single team, and there's only 2 teams without a losing record to Tom Brady.
It's Denver and it's San Francisco.
Yeah.
Try me. And you know who got it back to 500 in his rookie year? Torch pass, Brock Purdy. They played Tampa Bay Toms last year, and he was starting.
So, that was already out the door, Tom, though.
Does Patrick Mahomes have an undefeated record against Tom?
No.
Nope. Never beat him. Guess who did? Brock Purdy. He's
Niners defense,
I can't believe he just said that. This man came on live television and said that Dak Prescott is better than Brock Purdy. How many times you got to beat him in the playoffs, dude? How many times? All right, let's salute some stuff. We got lots of slides to get to. This is great. I love when we have lots of slides.
Slides guy.
Hit the that's right. Slide up in your DMs with the slides.
Slide up in your salutes.
Salute it. Salute Skywalker. Okay, salute your sports. 3 topics. We go in, and then we come out at the other end. Like a big old turd of sports information. Number 1 is time to settle the NHL and NBA champions. And number 2 is more college football rankings have been released. This is I saw that Sprouse from a group of 5 guys hanging out, tuning in. I'm telling you right now, you want to hang out for number 2 and number 3 because the SEC has just gone completely nutso. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. But yeah, we got super regional. So Josh says the NBA finals shall be terrible. Come on, man. You're not one of the. How does this happen? How do y'all always get in here and start talking Cowboys? You get in here, you say Cowboys to the Super Bowl, and then say don't talk about the Cowboys. What's the first rule of Fight Club, man? Talk about the fight. Breaking news. Knicks fired Tom. Is it Thibodeau or Thibodeau?
Thibodeau.
First of all, great picture of him for his hair.
Yes.
I mean, whoever the cameraman is, he should slip him some money. Of course. TJ and Josh are talking about the Cowboys, and you show up. Tex.
Yep.
Anyways, Tex. Thibodeau fired. I think the Pope's behind this.
The Pope.
Think the Pope. He's a Villanova guy, and they're going to try to get Jay Wright. So the Pope first order of business. Hey, that's you better believe I don't even remember what his name is. Pope. What's the Pope, Eric?
Leo.
Leo. That's right.
Yep.
Pope behind this Villanova guy, the Pope, trying to get Jay Wright in there to coach the Nova Knicks. That's the hot take on the streets. So he led the Knicks to their first East Finals in 25 years, made the playoffs 4 out of 5. And that's all we're going to talk about that. Right? Do you have anything else?
Yeah, I mean, based on those stats, it seems like bad fire. But maybe he went in there and requested some changes, and they said, we're not doing that. You're getting out. Yeah. Who knows what happened?
He feels like a Harbaugh guy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Jim Harbaugh comes in there and he will grind everybody down for like 5 years. You'll win a lot of games, but he will grind you down. So,
I mean, that's what Kilgore said. Those guys just got tired of listening to him all the time, yelling at him when they're making more money than him.
So, anyways, Josh says, Tex, let him know we got all the pieces we need.
Dude, we've already been through it. You're right, Josh. 13-win season, loading. We've already been through the schedule.
TJ Corman was in here saying Dak was better than Purdy.
He is, though.
He's not. By what metric? There is no metric that Dak Prescott is better than Brock
Every
Purdy.
metric imaginable.
There's no metric.
AK's got his party booty blinders on. He can't see past what everybody already knows. That's that Purdy is a system quarterback. Dak is a influencer and a changer and a person who makes things go.
Dak is a dude who just
for the Cowboys
words
offense
upside down on a hat and thinks he's some sort of fashionista, and he drinks pure leaf tea.
You're talking about something totally outside of football. You're talking about something totally outside of football. That's fashion. I don't know what that means. That's like, Cam Newton's the same way. I don't understand that some of the stuff that he's doing with his squirrel tails and his big hats, his Gandalf hats. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the off the field stuff, but what I can tell you is on the field, he is definitely better than Purdy.
For sure. Play head to head.
The owner is keeping the information on this. Tibb is old school, plays extreme minutes and old. What? Are you kidding me? Did the bat signal go up for the Cowboys in the sky? What is going on here? Butch P's here. That says a lot coming from me too, because Josh says because Dak is on a short streak. Y'all are not, man.
Hey,
have they played head to head yet?
How do we go from Thibodeau to Dak Prescott? See what y'all Cowboys fans do.
Has Dak and Purdy played head to head yet?
I mean,
yes.
Never. Whenever they were both healthy.
I'm just trying to figure this out. We're building a rivalry here. We're building because Purdy was the first to get married. Purdy was the first to get married. Dak was the first to have a kid. Mm-hmm. So now who's going to be the first to win a Super Bowl?
That it's a baby bump.
Does it happen this year?
It's a baby bump. Everybody knows it's the baby bump.
Yep, baby bumping.
Okay, so Dak Prescott is 0-2 versus Brock Purdy. 1-0 in the playoffs.
He wasn't healthy. He wasn't healthy.
Purdy has a better completion percentage, 67.5, better pass yards.
He's played less games. The denominator's smaller.
He has 55 less interceptions than Dak Prescott. His rating is 104.9.
I mean, that's a stupid stat to say.
He's only in the league like 3 years compared to 13.
He didn't even start his first year.
Guys, this is not even close. Here's what I'll give you this. Dak Prescott has
Wait a minute. Who's got
This is not even a contest, boys.
Who's got more passing yards?
You don't. Oh, he's got more passing yards.
Yeah.
What? Dak Prescott has 30. Dak Prescott has 31,437. Brock Purdy has 9,500.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dak Purdy,
garbage.
Better quarterback. Who's got more passing touchdowns? Let's just break it down real easy. Who's got more passing touchdowns?
Yeah.
Hey, who's had more help?
Oh my God, we're
who's
missing
more
key
help?
pieces against each game. Look at our wide receivers. Y'all are making so much excuse. This is. We need to. How do we get a hotline in here? I need to educate some of y'all on this Dak Prescott versus Brock Purdy debate. This is unbelievable.
If you're going to look at stats, look at all of them. Don't just sit here and be like, on September the 13th, Dak Prescott throws 3 more interceptions than Brock Purdy on average. It's like, that's a crazy stat, dude. Like, it's opening day. Come on. Get out of here with that.
Oh my gosh.
We spent the last 10 minutes arguing about who's the 10th best quarterback in the league. Like, come on. Let's move on here.
We're supposed to be talking about Thibodeau. Oh, don't.
Hey, did y'all hear that he got fired?
Yeah. Hey, I think the Pope's behind it, Butch, because the Pope is from Villanova, and he wants Jay Wright to coach the Nova Knicks.
Oh, Chicago influencing New York.
Dude, oh my gosh, I cannot believe y'all. I'm sitting here looking at the head-to-head stats, and it's not even close. It's not even close.
Do you think he got fired because of his comb over?
Not from that picture. That thing looks plush.
Yeah, that looks like Texas hair.
I mean, that is a nice looking front comb over right there. So,
but anyway,
that's not Kingpin there.
I can't believe y'all came in here. That's ridiculous. Okay, so the NBA Finals quickly, which I think the bottom there's so we got the logos up here. Which one's the best? There's 6 logos. I think the one after 2003 with the trophy is the best with the cursive writing. That's the best one.
The bottom corners there. The finals and then the one with the NBA logo finals.
Yeah.
Down there. Bottom corners I'd vote for.
When they get rid of the trophy, it just kind of I don't like it. I don't like that middle one that just says NBA Finals. They got to do better than that. All right, settled. We like the trophy logos. Do better, NBA. Can the Pacers pull off a major upset? Because the Pacers are one of the I don't even know the largest underdogs in NBA Finals history. The Pacers are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th in history for the largest underdogs. Only one to win out of those is the 2004 Pistons at plus 500 versus the Lakers.
With Ben Wallace.
Oh, dude, Ben Wallace.
Oh, and Rip Hamilton.
Yeah, Rip Hamilton.
Yes. Chauncey Billups. Yep.
Oh,
was it Griffin?
Hey, Tayshaun Prince.
Tayshaun Prince.
Tayshaun Prince.
Yes.
Kentucky, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lefty.
Yeah.
Pulling up from the U.
So, can the Pacers do it? Oh, yes, BMO. Rasheed. Wasn't that Rasheed Wallace?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Was that Rip Hamilton too?
Yeah, dude, we already said
Rip.
that.
Oh, man. The only Eastern Conference team to beat OKC at home in the past 2 years, the Pacers.
Ooh.
How about that little nugget, boys, that I looked up and didn't find?
Well, Denver's
DraftKings provided to you.
They haven't. Shout out DraftKings sponsors. Colors are the same. What a coincidence. They haven't lost to an Eastern Conference. That's like the Ravens in football against NFC teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, there's already $750,000 million down on Philly for the first game of the year, just for the Cowboys fans here. Tell them, B. McCormick. How about this one? This is the touch distribution percentage of teams' touches that went to each player during the conference finals. Tyrese Halliburton and Shea SGA led the team. I don't even know why I had this in there, but it looked cool.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is. The touch distribution.
That means what percentage of the game do they have the ball in their hands?
Pascal Siakam.
Well, they're the point guards.
Yeah.
I mean,
that makes sense. There you go. Okay. The Pacers have run around on offense and passed the ball more than any other team in the league this season.
Hey,
this is
the week.
That's what I'm saying. Player and ball movement during the regular season. Player movement, ball movement. So the Pacers absolutely cooking everybody in the stat department here.
They tire you out.
That's what it looks like. That's what Josh was saying.
Graphs?
Sports Radar. Yeah, that's right. FAFO. F around and find out. So, hey, there you go. I think it's gonna. Now, I'm not a basketball guy, but let me see if I can make a smart basketball statement. Can the Oklahoma City Thunder's depth keep up with the Pacers' pace? Is that a basketball? Does that sound like a good basketball statement? 3 minutes of NBA.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty good, right?
Yes. How long did you practice that in the mirror?
They have the highest run percent. The Pacers run the damn ball. And this was SGA versus Halliburton in head-to-head matchups. Heavily favored in SGA's favor. So 39 points per game for SGA, 11 points per game for Halliburton.
I think the Hornets drafted Shea and then traded him right away.
Really? That's a Hornets thing to do.
I think.
This is the Paul George finals, right? I heard that.
I mean, they have a track record of doing that, right?
Yeah, he did it with Kobe.
Yeah. for Vlade Divac.
That's right, baby.
Dude, legend.
Oh.
Okay. Whoa. So I took the state bird. So this is for the NHL and the NBA. And I would want you to pick a row that you would like. So I have the state bird, the state flower, the state tree, the state motto.
Does that say toilet paper?
No, I wrote it on a sheet of what's that called?
Note card.
What does that say?
Graduated paper?
No, it says tulip poplar.
Tulip poplar.
So I thought that said toilet paper.
So I want you to try to pick which one is which here. Which row would you take in the top two, and which row would you take in the bottom two? Because the top row is one matchup in the finals, and the bottom row is another matchup. So you've got the cardinal, the peony for the flower, the tulip poplar for the tree, the motto Crossroads of America, and then you've got the scissor-tailed flycatcher rose for the flower, trees the red bud, and then labor omni vincent, which means like hard work does something. So of those top two, which row would you take? State bird, state flower, state tree, state motto.
I'm taking my
gang
bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even the row that I went over, dude. That's the bottom row. If you want to do that one, go ahead. Mockingbird, Orange Blossom, Sable Palm and God We Trust is
Scissor
motto.
tail flycatcher. Rose is the flower. Red bud the tree. Labor. Omni Vincent.
Yep. Is that the one you want? So you're going.
Yeah.
You think Oklahoma City's going to win? That's Oklahoma City's lineup right there.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. Tex, which one on the bottom are you taking?
I'm going with the Mockingbird.
So you're saying that the Florida Panthers are going to win?
Yeah, exactly. That was easy. That's a slam dunk. In God We Trust. Canada doesn't believe in that.
Yeah.
Come on.
God.
Dude, look at that's a pretty good list of trees and flowers and birds there. I thought that was a good little drill. Okay. Now to the Stanley Cup. Here it is, boys. Edmonton currently in the lead 3-2. Florida's in the lead 3-2. Power play coming up in the third period to start it for Edmonton. This is the furthest distance between Stanley Cup final opponents all time, and it's happening for the second straight year, 2,541 miles.
Wait, didn't we dispute that one year, though?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it.
I think we did, too. Forget what it was for, though.
I know. I remember. Yeah. I remember we did a pretty good.
Yeah.
We did a pretty good debate on that. I have to go back and look. But I bet you it's yelling on Twitter. Here's the game schedule. So today, and then we got one Friday, and then Monday. So we'll see.
Them in the NBA will just rotate nights.
That's exactly what we need, and we get the super regionals in there. So that's exactly what we need. Here's the nationality breakdown for each team. For the Florida Panthers, you've got 8 players from Canada, 4 from Finland, 4 from the U.S., 2 from Czechia, 2 from Russia, 2 from Sweden, 1 from Germany, 1 from Latvia. And then the Oilers have 17 Canadians, 4 Swedes, 2 Americans, 1 Finland, 1 Germany, 1 Russia. I mean, this is pretty easy right here, right?
Yeah.
Based off breaking this down. I mean, Tex, when you look at this breakdown, what's it make you think?
Okay.
Makes me think that the Canadians like to stay in Canada.
So you think Canadians like to play for their home teams? That's a hot take, Tex.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think Canadians don't want to play in Canada because it's too much pressure. That's what I really think. But
so you're saying Canada's not going to win the Cup because they're under too much scrutiny?
I mean, we were saying earlier, we got to pull for Florida, right? We don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Is this a Florida Panthers podcast?
I mean, I guess it has to be. Just because they're it's like, when your SEC team gets knocked out, you still pull for the other ones because you got to root for your conference.
Yeah, because they'll kick you out of the SEC if you don't.
Yeah.
You got to carry the torch.
Dude.
So,
Tex and softball right now. Oh, wait a sec. We need to do a segment for Tex in basketball called Texas Technical Foul. For Texas Tech and Texas.
What are you talking about?
On the softball?
What?
It's Texas Tech.
Yes.
Texas. It's Texas Tech.
I just had it on a second ago.
I'm flipping back and forth between both.
Oh, Texas just scored.
That was that game the other night. Shout out that game the other night where Oklahoma did it again, hit a bomb to tie the game, and then Texas Tech hit a walk-off sack fly. That game was awesome.
Texas.
Secondly,
won.
this pitcher from Texas Tech is an absolute animal. She's awesome.
Yeah, so she's getting a mill.
Yes. For the second year in a row, all top 4 picks from the 2014 NHL draft will play in the Stanley Cup. Leon Draisaitl, Sam Bennett, Aaron Ekblad, Sam Reinhart. That's crazy.
All the what?
The top 4 picks from the 2000. So number 1, 2, 3, and 4 from the 2014 NHL draft.
3 of those are on one team.
3 of them are on one team. And I'm pretty sure Bennett and Reinhart have goals, or is it for Hagee to score tonight? What a draft for the jeez.
Well, I'm sure
How'd
they
they
didn't
get
get
all those?
drafted there.
No, but how'd they get all those guys? That's incredible. So I guess Texas just won, didn't
It's
they?
also 11 years.
All right, so the Stanley Cup final, I think we're all on Florida, right? I mean, this is, to me, it's going to come down to, once again, the Edmonton Oilers power play or their special teams. Because that was cooking there late against the Dallas Stars. It finally came to life. That was a problem for them in the first two series. And can they withstand the Florida forecheck? Because I saw a goal or two earlier that the Florida Panthers, I think it was the second goal, where they were just beating the wheels off them off the boards, and the puck popped out the middle of the ice, and then they scored like 2 seconds later. So, and if Bobrovsky can outplay Skinner, right? I mean, any other thoughts on the Stanley Cup?
It really comes down to Bob doing what he always does.
Yep.
Or are McDavid and Draisaitl going to take over the series?
Yes. Can Florida stay out of the penalty box? Because if they can, I don't think they can hang with them 5-on-5. The depth that Florida has, and also,
well, yeah, just the style they play, man. Like the styles don't match up. It's just like the Hurricanes and the Oilers, or the Hurricanes and Panthers series.
They make you think you want to be physical. The Oilers do, or the Panthers do, but then you just realize that you can't play their game.
Mm-mm.
So, and also, if the Panthers can steal a game here on the road, then they get the line shift advantage at home, where they can put Barkov on McDavid. With the line changes, that'll be huge too. So, a lot of stuff going on here. I think it's going to be a great series. I hope it goes 7. Give me a game 7. We need it. We need to get to game 7. Anything else on the Stanley Cup? J.Vi, Butch?
Nope.
Okay. I'm excited to watch it. I love that hockey. I love hockey. Okay. College football rankings. More rankings have come out in the SEC. This is okay. I'm going to try not to lose a gasket here. The ESPN computer-generated FPI has updated for the 2025 college football season. This is a joke. If you haven't seen the picture, just type it in on your Google machine. We're not going to read off all of them, but basically 11 of the top 15 teams are SEC, and 13 of the top 25 are SEC, and 13 out of the 16 are SEC. There's one Big 12 team, and it's Arizona State, who's 24th. USC, who was 7-6 last year, is somehow number 19. This makes me so mad because they're already starting this propaganda nonsense, dude.
Tennessee, who doesn't have a quarterback, 10.
Yeah. Tennessee's up there.
Who's Miami's quarterback?
I mean,
Tennessee has Joey Aguilar.
What is Oklahoma doing up there? They stunk.
What is Florida doing up there?
Yeah, what's Florida doing up there? What is this?
Those are by name rankings. Those are getting wins because of the name on the front of your jersey.
But this is one of the metrics that they use for the college football playoff. Like, it's FPI. It's on the freaking PowerPoint that they made from last time.
I mean, wasn't Nebraska 6-6 last year?
I was just looking up their record. I was just sitting there thinking, like, why is Nebraska on there? They didn't do anything.
Michigan was awful last year.
And their coaches suspended 2 games.
Why is Texas A&M?
I mean, look at the money that's on this paper right here.
Oh, there you go, Butch. Exactly. There you go.
Look at the money on this paper right here. If you can get their fans to at least believe in the first 2 to 3 weeks, maybe, before the wheels falls off, they got an easy non-conference schedule. The first 3 games, they're 3-0, and hey, we're top of the world here. And
yep.
And ESPN knows that because ESPN needs money to be poured into those schools because of the contract deals they have with their conferences.
I just like this is
Nebraska
this is
was 7-6.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is how a bowl champions playoff season.
They finished behind Rutgers, USC, Minnesota, Illinois, Iowa,
Yeah, but they got Pat Mahomes lookalike, so that'll carry over. They're trying to get the Taylor Swift.
I don't see Indiana on there.
But I mean,
I'm looking at all the teams that finished in front of them.
When this came out, it was just kind of like, this is another one where the SEC can put a feather in their cap and be like, look at these rankings. And then at the beginning of the season, when some teams lose, they'll be like, oh, but FPI preseason, they'll start that BS whenever they try to start the college football playoff. When these teams were ranked, and they'll do all this hoopla and running around, jumping through hoops. It's unbelievable. Didn't Auburn suck last year?
Yeah. Auburn's been pretty bad the last few years.
There's what? Okay, so Auburn sucks, Oklahoma sucks, Michigan sucks, Nebraska sucks. I mean, that's 4 or 5 teams right there that just don't need to be on there.
Come on, man.
Florida.
I mean, it's a new year. You don't even know if they suck yet. I mean, they sucked last year. Maybe the guys got better. Come on.
Isn't Arkansas's coach on the hot seat?
The hypothetical rankings here. Not a down has been played, and they've already ranked the entire SEC. Oh, my God.
Can you name the 3 SEC teams that aren't ranked?
Vanderbilt, Kentucky, Mississippi State.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how
you
much
know your conference.
Hey, I know ball.
You know your conference.
Try to come in here and tell me I don't know ball. That's
you know
how much
who doesn't know ball?
Tex.
Scattaboo.
Oh my gosh! Did you see that video?
Yeah, he didn't know who Megatron was.
Who was the other one that he didn't know?
Darren Sproles. He didn't know.
How can he be that stature and not know who Darren Sproles
yeah.
is? That's a how dare you if I've ever heard one. Tex, what do you think of this? What do you think of this list? So these rankings.
I mean, where's Indiana?
That's what I'm talking about. Tell him.
Right beside Illinois.
That's what it was, BMO. He didn't know who Brett Favre was.
Yeah, he had no idea who Brett Favre was.
We got all these teams on there. I'm looking at the teams who were the top last year. Okay, Kansas State. I could buy Kansas State. Kansas was up and down last year. I'm just trying to think of who else. Like Oklahoma has no business being on there. No business.
None.
Michigan has no business being on there.
Florida, none.
Florida has no.
They're already doing the DJ Lagway stuff where they're here. He's going to be the best player he's going to be the best quarterback in the whatever.
I like it. I would say Minnesota deserves to be on there before Nebraska.
Woo! Tell them. Oh, the Oilers just scored, boys.
Where's Utah State?
Where's Utah State?
Where's
Utah State. Huh?
They got new offensive line coach.
They got a new offensive mind.
Ooh, yeah. I like that.
Here we go. We got a game.
Where's North Dakota State?
Butch. Where's Colorado? They're the preseason hype.
Hey, where's UCLA?
I just think that they're putting Nebraska on there because I was looking at the beginning of season schedule, and it's pretty weak.
I feel like if you don't sell out your season tickets, then you shouldn't be able to be ranked. So App should be on there because we sold out 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. We don't need these. We sold out before the rankings came out. We didn't even care. Dude, how's Alabama number 3? This list is so dumb. This was intentionally put out just to piss. You know what we need to do is just come up, just be like college football top 25 and just rank all 16 SEC teams 1 through 16. And then
everybody's already anointed Arch Manning as the best player in college football too.
They already ranked him number 1 as the top quarterback in the SEC.
That's what I'm saying. They've already said he's the best player in college football. And it's like
he couldn't beat out a guy who got drafted in the 6th round or 7th round.
Yeah, let's see him play a couple games first.
Oh,
not against scrubs.
This said the Big 12 just sent a team to the college football playoff, dominated bowl season, reloaded via the portal, and yet not one team is in the top 20 of the FPI. I agree, dude. Oh, I love this from the SoCon. The Southern Conference released an assessment of the NCAA Division I decision-making working group proposals. regarding sport committees. Committees should be empowered to make the best decisions possible in the interest of a sport and its championship. The possibility that a selection decisions in seating could be influenced by the desire to retain committee seats based on success makes it time to move to a metric-based only selection and abandon subjective committee votes that lack transparency. I've been saying this for years. They have all this subjective garbage that they want to throw at us that they make up with the FPIs and the SOS and the, insert your acronym here. And finally, the Southern Conference came out and said, it's like, this is all subjective. We think this, and we're better than you.
So you're saying the SoCon stole your intellectual property?
Of course they did. Join the line. We'll put them on the disclaimer at the beginning of the show. I have been preaching this for years. It's an objective. Everybody wants to make objective arguments and rankings using subjective data. It doesn't work like that. Anyways.
Put a lot of money.
Was Clemson? Oh, yeah, they were up there. Clemson was on there.
Yeah, Clemson was on there. They were number 11.
But they were the third-ranked Orange team.
I don't remember.
Point.
Go back. Is Georgia Tech on there?
Georgia Tech's not on there. They got hosed playing Georgia, by the way.
They did.
People forget.
Hosed. I remember watching that game going, they should have won that game.
They should have. Remember that safety that came up and just put his face, his crown of his helmet right in the guy's face?
I didn't not like that play because I was like, man, it's football right there.
It is football.
It's football right there.
AK wants to.
No. If they didn't call it earlier in the game,
he should be wearing a Guardian cap during the game, making those kind of hits.
I don't know if y'all heard me earlier, but UCLA is not on this list, and I'm surprised.
Why?
Because
Nico
is the quarterback, right? Aren't they going to the playoffs already?
Yep. Hey, dude. Maybe. Everybody knows that guy cares about ball and ball only.
He's sitting out.
Doesn't care about anything else.
Leaves Tennessee, and Tennessee is still 8, or whatever they are.
They're at 10. Tennessee's
10.
at 10.
They're at 10th. Okay. Yeah. So they're
the only 10 I see.
They're only 10 I see.
All right, another ranking.
No Iowa State, who was 11-3 last year.
BS. It's BS. Teams with the best chance to make the college football playoff in 2025, according to ESPN, of course. So it starts with Texas at 84%, then goes to Georgia at 78%, Ohio State at 70%, Alabama at 66.2%, Penn State at 63%. Oregon at 57, Clemson at 47, the U 46, Notre Dame 45, Tennessee, so on and so forth. Basically, 1, 2, 3.
That's pretty. App State plays at Boise State this year. They're 25%.
Hey, let's go. 25. Can we flip the script?
Or do we need to humble some people?
Hey, we know y'all got potatoes up there. That's okay. How is Michigan at 25? That's a little outrageous. That doesn't make sense. Auburn?
Well, there's only 6 teams above 50%, and 3 in the Big Ten, 3 in the SEC.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they're just putting these teams on there who were highly ranked last year without any thought being given to who's actually playing on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tulane lost all their players.
Dude. They're basing it by the name on the front of the jersey.
At the front left patch. The SEC. That's what they're doing. But I love this. The group of 5 teams on here, Tulane, Boise State, UNLV. Love that. It's taken a while
Tulane
to get used to
great colors. Great colors.
Which one?
Tulane.
That's one of the greatest.
Dude, what was that quarterback's name from Remember the Titan?
Sunshine?
No, the one that got hurt.
Rev?
Oh, Rev.
Yeah, Rev.
Oh, yeah, Rev. Revenue. That's what it's based off of. That's it. I get it now.
Oh, I love that the SEC is trying to hurry up and get their 4. The SEC and the Big Ten are trying to hurry up and get their. It's just the Big Ten sucks at baseball, so they just been laying in the weeds while the SEC has been pounding their chest over softball and base. The SEC is trying to do it all.
Oh, tied up. Whew.
They're doing it all. So, which team on here is a stone cold lock for you, J-Bye? Which one?
Georgia.
Okay. Oh my gosh, dude.
Go Dogs.
I think I don't know what's the format right now. Does anybody know?
Honestly, if it's a lock for me, I'm gonna say Notre Dame because they play a half ACC schedule, which ACC
I'm pulling up their schedule. Hang on.
is fairly weak because a lot of the teams they play in the ACC is based off of just games they played every year anyway, like the Boston colleges and stuff.
Okay,
and then they can choose who they play else. I don't know. I just think they have the easiest way to 11 wins to get in.
They open with Miami, Texas
ACC.
A&M.
Oh, playing game already.
Purdue, Arkansas, Boise State, NC State, USC, Boston College, Navy, Pitt, Syracuse, and Stanford.
See,
that
looks like it's about that's a 9 or a 10 win season right there.
Notre Dame's
that's a 9
smart.
or 10 win season.
Yeah,
they play all their hard games early to be like, oh, and then they rattle off a whole bunch of wins late, and then everybody's like, wow, they're really rounding into form, aren't they?
Yeah, they've improved. I tell you, that's
smart.
They're the lock for me.
Butch, do you have a lock on this one?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with the lock to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Let's go Tulane.
Love it. You're saying App State's not going to make it. Got it.
They're not on the list.
Okay, you're right. That's a good point. Good point. Tex, who's your lock?
Can I say this before
Texas?
Tex goes.
Surprise.
It's hilarious to me, according to ESPN, who also put out the rankings, they have Kansas State that has the best chance to make it to the college football playoffs. So they're pretty much saying that Kansas State's going to win the Big 12.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have Kansas State ranked. They had Arizona State ranked.
Wait, no, they did. They did. You talking about this one?
Yeah.
I didn't think 21st.
Oh, I thought.
See, you're blind to the Big 12, dude. You've already bought into it. Your first reaction was Georgia a second ago.
Well, because
you're Big 12 blind.
It's my team, family.
Kansas State was 1, 2.
Where's West Virginia?
That's baseball.
They were 9th last year.
The lock here is Penn State, guys. They do this every year. The lock's Penn State. There's no chance they're not making it. Sorry.
Kansas State was 9th.
Best chance to win each conference.
And their quarterback's not that good. You remember that? Remember their quarterback?
Who? For who?
Kansas State. He's got that.
Yeah, that long-haired guy.
Yeah, long-haired guy, curly.
He stinks. He can only run.
Stinks. He
only
can only run. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he changes something big time.
But also run the damn ball.
Yeah.
Counterpoint. Best chance to win each conference. ACC,
I still don't understand
Clemson.
how they got that.
ACC, Clemson, Big 12, Kansas State, Big 10, Ohio State, Texas for the SEC, which is hilarious because, oh my God, this is such a grueling gauntlet. And then the team from the Big 12 comes over and is going to win it 2 years in a row. We're playing the championship 2 years in a row. Shut up.
And couldn't even win the Big 12.
Exactly. Couldn't win once in the last 15 years they won it?
Yeah, but they didn't have Arch then.
Also,
you're right, dude. You're right.
Money was also under the table then.
We're going to find out. So Kansas State opens with Iowa State. That's going to be a good game.
In Ireland, right?
That's the one that's overseas. Support the troops.
That's going to be a good game.
American Conference, Tulane, Conference USA, Liberty, MAC, Toledo. Mountain West is Boise State, and then the Sun Belt is a raging cat. That's BS, dude.
Get out of here. What the crap is this? This is garbage. This is trash. Absolute trash.
This is a joke. It's App State, Sun Belt. Recognize. The boys are back. Does this look accurate?
No.
Utah State's going to win the Mountain West.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Liberty, I hope they lose every game after the garbage they pulled last year whenever they were complaining about the App State game after that hurricane disaster. Hope they lose every game. But other than that, the Big Ten, nobody's gonna beat Ohio State. Penn State can't beat Ohio State. But I think the wild cards are the Big 12. I don't know about the ACC. We'll see. Any other thoughts on these?
No.
Okay. Oh, every SEC team's chances to make the college football playoff. Texas has the highest at 83. And South Carolina's at 20, even though they were the darlings last year. And Mississippi State has less than 1. How does Vanderbilt have less than 1? Didn't they return like everybody?
I was going to look at their schedule.
LSU is going to get beat by Clemson the first game of the season.
Facts. Get them out of here. We need that to happen.
Vanderbilt has one of the toughest schedules in the country.
Oh, well, there you go. That's probably why then.
That's because they're playing all the SEC schools.
Yeah, they're playing all the teams that are higher than them.
Yeah, they're playing.
They're all ranked. So this makes sense.
Virginia
There's your
Tech,
3 that weren't ranked in the FPI.
So they got Charleston Southern, Virginia Tech, South Carolina, Georgia State, Utah State.
That's a loss.
That's it. Yeah, but that's at Vanderbilt. I would love to go to that, but I won't be able to make it. Alabama, at Alabama, LSU, Missouri, at Texas, Auburn, Kentucky, Tennessee.
Brutal.
Yeah.
See, Vandy does the opposite of what Notre Dame does. They play all their hard games at the end.
Vandy's probably going to get themselves ranked there early. A team that could jump up there.
That will help all those other teams at the end of the season because they're playing a ranked team.
You're right.
I see what they're doing there.
You're right. So they're going to say, they had a win over Vandy when they were ranked at the time. That's what we'll be hearing. That's a good point. Damn it. They're on to us. All right, let's move on to baseball. There was a video going about the Florida coach who was complaining, I guess, that they had to start the game late. They started the game later, or so, I don't know. But this guy apparently made an ass of himself, and not a good look for the SEC after they've just been getting bamboozled. So the Coastal Carolina coach came out and was like, "We're not going to tolerate that," and I loved it. So, any thoughts on that before we get into more baseball?
What happened? I don't even know what happened.
Apparently, he was like bullying the grounds crew and stuff there at Coastal because Coastal was the host, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, he just felt like, I guess, Florida coach coming into Coastal just was like degrading basically the grounds and the I guess the people around too. Very, hey, we're Florida, we're superior kind of deal, but. You know who came out of there? Conway Twitty.
That's right.
I love to lay you down, Florida. I love to lay you down.
And they did. And Florida bounced out of here, dude. And that sucked. They played Coastal and ECU in the same regional. That sucks.
Oh, I know. ECU just year in, year out, they just find a way to not make it. They got a good baseball program though, East Carolina. They are a baseball school.
100% baseball school,
not football.
I love this post from Baseball America where it says a record 13 schools made the tournament. Here's how we ranked them, and it proceeded to rank them all, and then and somebody took it and crossed out all the teams that got eliminated. There were officially 9 teams out of the 13, the most ever. By a school.
LSU was on the ropes.
They were to Little Rock.
Yep. And Arkansas and Tennessee are playing each other, so one of them are done.
So they're going to get one at least.
They're getting one at least. ACC is for sure getting one with Miami and Louisville playing each other.
But They stacked the freaking deck for the SEC. 13 schools, 8 hosts, all this pounding their chest before the tournament, and then 9 of them go home, which is just
hilarious.
So 23, that was 23% of their teams made it to the super regionals. Almost like if you had 4 conferences, that one would actually represent 1 out of 4, right? That'd be crazy. What a novel idea, right? If you just let them play it on the field, idiots.
Hey.
So I made us an elimination counter. I made an eliminator counter, and I was updated every time somebody got knocked out for the SEC. That was pretty good. People got a kick out of that one on Twitter.
That was good.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about. The SEC is going to go 3 for 13 in the regionals. That's 23%. Shout out Tex. Close to 25%. 1 conference out of each 4 power conferences. Almost like the laws of averages works. And then we had a nice Greg Sankey meme. The SEC had the number 2 seed in football, number 1 overseed men's basketball, number 1 overseed in men's in softball, number 1 overall seed in baseball. None of those teams made the championship. And the softball and baseball teams didn't even win their regional. It just means more. How do you feel about that, Tex? Do you feel attacked?
Yeah, I feel attacked.
Is it?
Hey.
These are just stats and facts, though. So.
Man, I wish this hockey game was on TV.
For the 4th time in the last 5 years, the Missouri Valley Conference has had representation in the Super Regionals. In 2021, it was Dallas Baptist. Shout out 11.7 college baseball. 2023 was Indiana State. Then they had Evansville last year, and then they had Murray State in 2025. Most underrated conference in America, boys. So next year, when we all gather to watch the regionals, find the Missouri Valley Conference representatives.
That's right.
And then bet them to win the region, because Murray State has joined regional 4 seeds. I think there's only been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them in history to make the super regionals. Which is pretty cool.
Davidson, wow.
Yeah, 2017. So
App should have made it 2013 or 11 or something. What was that? 12?
When they lost both times to Oklahoma, that was BS, dude. We were all ready to go. We were ready to go to South Carolina. That's where they were going to go.
Yeah.
Here are the matchups for the Super Regionals: Miami and Louisville, Florida State, Oregon State, Arizona, UNC, Coastal Carolina, and Auburn, UTSA, UCLA. That's pretty cool. Murray State and Duke, West Virginia, LSU, TNA, Tennessee, and Alabama.
Oh, I didn't realize West Virginia came out of that Clemson region.
Dude, we were giving it to Edge the other night.
We'll be watching that game.
That's right. Okay, Butch, which one of these excites you the most? Which super regional is going to be the best?
Oh, I'm going to go back to Conway and Auburn.
Love that.
Coastal and Auburn is in Conway for listeners, but y'all knew what I meant.
I hate that I hate that I have to root for Coastal, but I do love rooting. Sunbelt, right? SBC.
Right.
Tex, which one are you looking forward to the most? These super regionals.
I'm kind of liking the West Virginia LSU.
You stole J-Vi's on purpose. I know that's what you just did.
Right out from under him.
Does West Virginia have that pitcher back? The little short guy pitcher? Do you guys remember him from last year?
Dude, no. What I do remember is seeing how absolutely obnoxious the SEC teams are. With their jerseys are halfway buttoned down, all the way down to their belly button. I saw one guy taking batting practice without any sleeves. He looked like a clown.
I think the most intriguing, Arizona UNC. I feel like that gives me like 1993, 98 NCAA Final Four championship game.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Mike Bibby versus UNC. I don't even know if they play each other in the finals. I just feel like that's what it feels like.
That's basketball right there.
NCAA basketball matchup. So,
which one of these would be the best football matchup? I guess you would have to say. I love that they're playing in Eugene, Tennessee, and Alabama. That's so funny to me. I don't know why. Why are they playing in Eugene?
Well, that's not Alabama.
It's not Alabama.
Oh, Arkansas. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're playing in Eugene.
That makes no sense, right?
Yeah, they should be playing in Fayetteville.
Is that for real? Why would that be?
That has to be a typo.
Yeah. Oh. This is a great narrative for Tennessee and Arkansas.
Because the Eugene regional was either wasn't that Arizona that won that? Or no, that was Oregon State, wasn't it?
No, Oregon State played at home.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget who came out of there then. But anyway,
I don't know. That's so weird. It must be a typo. I don't know. But that's going to be one where we're just going to not credit the SEC for winning or losing, right? We just say, wow, they lost another regional, super regional.
I bet that series is 500.
Yes. Yep. I'm looking forward to UTSA and UCLA. I think that's just – could that be the longest two names, UTSA versus UCLA, you've ever seen?
8 clap, UCLA.
That's pretty good. The Roadrunners is such a cool – everybody just says meet, meet. Like whenever – they don't even say it. They just go meet, meet.
Meet, meet.
That's it. And that's pretty cool.
Is it – what do they do? Meet, meet?
Meet, meet. Meet. Do you not know the Roadrunner with Wile E. Coyote?
Yeah, dude.
What's wrong with you?
Is it beep, beep or meet, meet?
Meet, meet.
MEEP.
I always thought it was beep, beep.
Who has the best retro logo here?
I
love how LSU and Auburn have the same exact tiger. It's just orange and yellow, different. It's the same thing.
Arizona was in that Eugene. I was correct right there.
Buddy, look at that. Look at that Chanticleer down in the bottom left. That thing is going hard.
I think the Roadrunner still got it.
Where's it at? Oh, it's up there. There it is. Top right. Yeah.
I like Bucky.
I will.
Florida State's hasn't changed.
Yeah, you're right. I will say that hog jumping through the A is pretty cool.
I don't know. I like Daniel Boone right there, Tennessee.
Ooh, yeah.
For the Volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
How about the Auburn and LSU? Those are unique.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same freaking thing, dude. I think we've gone backwards with logos, though. Would you agree? These are awesome.
Except app.
True.
The logo we had when we were there, it's got a lot better.
Yeah. True. Yes. Are we about to get an overtime in hockey? This is going to be awesome. Okay, here's the odds to win. So LSU's the favorite at plus 350, and then Arkansas. Then, of course, all the SEC teams. Why not? Idiots. Are they not going to learn? Are you just not going to learn? So stupid.
Do they have the odds to win the G.U.Y.S shot?
Tex, I forgot that we put this in here. It says Texas printed their cleats with Omaha inside them and failed to make the Super Regionals.
Wow, they jinxed themselves.
Wow, Tex. Wow. Maybe they were talking about softball.
What are they supposed to say? Not believe they're going to get there?
Austin.
I mean, I'm just
University of Texas at Austin. They're not at Omaha. Is that the satellite school?
UTAO. Utah State.
Come
on, dude. All right. Anything else on the regionals? Those are fun. All right. I just had one more thing. Quick water cooler debate. Quick, very quick, brief, very brief. It's like a sippy cup water cooler debate. Hit it.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
Water cooler debate. How long would it take you to do the world record for the most push-ups without stopping, which is 10,507?
How long would it take me?
Yes.
Oh, years.
Without stopping?
Yes, the world record without stopping is 10,507. That is how?
I gotta see it. I gotta see. Is it fully extended?
I don't know. I think the guy was from Japan.
No.
Do you think you
definitely
could get 100?
No,
Without
stopping.
Like, without
No.
stopping?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I think I could get 100.
Sounds like there's a challenge coming up, Tex. I'll be up there
Full
this week.
extension 100.
I'll be up there
Yeah.
this weekend.
I think I could do it.
Nah, you got short arms.
That's true. And his chest is pretty big, so he doesn't have very far to go.
Yeah.
You guys are already making excuses for yourself.
Okay. Time to hit the electric guitar, and let's talk some golf real quick. All right, we got some news out of golf. Rory finally admitted that he didn't want to talk to the media at the PGA Championship because he was pissed that his driver test failure leaked while others got to keep their anonymity. He didn't want to say something dumb while he was pissed off. Is this a valid excuse?
No.
So I'm assuming he's mad that Scotty failed his and they didn't say anything about him.
Well, he was mad that Scotty's didn't leak either, and Scotty's name didn't come out till
Scotty doesn't know
after the tournament. But
Scotty's driver failed as well.
Yeah, and Scotty won the tournament.
Well, I mean, he has a right to be mad about that.
I mean, I get what he's saying, but I also agree with him. Saying, look, it's not a rule of ours to talk to the media. So until it is, I'm going to do it if I want to do it. Like, I respect him saying that, but I think it should be a rule. If you're ranked in the top 10 of the world, then you have to do media if you're asked to.
I think he's pissed that Scotty's about to cuck him so hard by overshadowing his Grand Slam by just winning every golf tournament he plays in. I think he hates Scotty Scheffler's guts.
Would be hilarious. Could you imagine that, the lead up to the Ryder Cup after that?
Oh, my gosh. Could Scotty just win the Grand Slam right here, not even give him his shine? Scotty wins the U.S. Open and then the Open? That would be so funny.
Would that put Scotty into...
Yes.
I think he's already on his way to greatest of all time conversation.
Yes. Whoa, what?
If he keeps winning like he's winning, he's going to be in that argument. But if he won the Grand Slam,
the Brady,
if he won the Grand Slam this year, how much further up would that put him?
I think he'd be top 3, right?
Yeah, he's already goes into third. Yeah, for sure.
If he completes the Grand Slam, which would just be hilarious. And then he wins the Masters next year, so Rory has to put the jacket back on him.
Not only would that be like career Grand Slam, but it would be a
Tiger Grand Slam, isn't it?
Yeah, the Tiger Grand Slam, the fiscal Grand Slam.
When's the Olympics? Win the Golden Slam, get himself. Oh, he already won a gold medal, didn't he?
Yeah, he won the gold medal last year.
Gosh. Wow. Scotty's awesome. I love Scotty.
Yeah, they were interviewing Bubba about, because his caddy was Bubba's caddy first, and then
Ted Scott.
It was like, dude, what Scotty did last year was beyond what anybody's done in golf. He said, even over Tiger's, like 2,000 years.
Scotty's won $60 million in the last month.
What?
That's so stupid.
Oh.
Speaking of the Masters, the U.S. amateur Jose Luis Ballester signs with Live Golf. Sergio Garcia's fireballs. This guy pissed at Augusta. Pissed right in the creek. Get him out of here.
What?
Anybody have anything else?
Yeah, that was my guy that I picked for my amateur.
How could you, coward?
That's right.
And now TaylorMade's making a gold and platinum's golden.
I love that.
Told you, dude. Told you years ago.
That just hit me right now. I didn't think about that. Gold is platinum.
Told
Oh
you
my
years ago.
gosh. Hopefully BMO's still watching. Oh my gosh. TaylorMade, that was fate for you to be here tonight. TaylorMade gold and platinum drivers. Do we like them? Would you hit a gold or platinum driver, Tex?
Yep.
Okay, good to know. Anybody else get one of these?
I would love to have that, but I don't really hit a driver. If it was a gold or platinum 3-wood or 5-wood,
you got to get over that, dude. You're gonna get.
I don't need my driver though. We played with the rentals that we had in Ireland were QI 10s. I found my swing on the back nine at Rory's home course in Hollywood. I don't know how I was doing it. I have witnesses. I was hitting the 3-wood 280 right down the middle of the fairway.
Oh, dude, you're about to do this to yourself right now because for a fact.
Hill with wind in your face.
Next time we play, when you
wind.
shank that thing, I'm going
to
be
100%. Next time I play, I won't be able to hit. I won't be able to get off the tee. I couldn't get off the tee I couldn't get off the tee on the front nine. But on the back nine, might have been the best round of golf, the best 9 holes I've ever played.
X, he's that guy, isn't he? He's Mr. I shot a 70 the other day.
No, I did not shoot a 70. I did not shoot a 70. Look, I didn't say that. I didn't say my next 3 shots after that 280 drive with the 3-wood. I didn't say my next 3 shots weren't all duffs. But I did play well in the back nine.
Chipped in.
I did. 18.
Let's go. What a way to end it. Okay. Luke Clanton, conversely to Louis Joliet Ballesteros, or whatever his name is, head of his first pro start. It's not about the money. It's not about any of the fame. It's about competing against these guys. It sounds like a country song. When asked if Liv ever reached out, he goes, I want to play in the PGA Tour. I want to play against the best. I want to compete in majors. Luke Clanton podcast. Facts.
Does Florida State move on then because of his didn't he go to Florida State?
He did. Yep.
Yeah. Do they move on out of Super? They beat Oregon State this week because of Luke Clanton.
That's American.
Transition to baseball. Don't baseball my golf.
We moved to, speaking of that, Canadian Open, TPC Toronto, Ontario, Canada. 156 golfers, 1.7 million to the winner. Cut at 65. Favorites, Rory, because Scotty's not playing. Then Oberg, then Connors of hometown hero, Shane Lowry, Bobby Mack, Pendrith, also hometown hero, Sam Burns. Here is where everybody's taking their money with Golf Tips Checker. Love Golf Tips Checker. Great account. Taylor Pendrith at 22-1. People love him. Butch's guy, Matty Schmid, 66-1.
Yeah, in your face.
Antoine Rosner's on there. Højgaard, EVR, Burns. There you go. So that's where the pie lands.
Pie and the horse.
That's right.
Was there not a single American on there?
Sam Burns.
Oh, at the very bottom.
You can't pick out Old Glory right there.
I couldn't see it. It's so small on the screen.
You don't see the American flag. You feel it, dude. First of all.
In my loins.
Drop my.
Here are the parameters of the course. Second oldest non-major on the PGA Tour. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. They had a renovation in 2023. 6 par 4s that measure 480, with 5 of them being 500. That's crazy. Wide fairways, lack of hazards, so driving distance is big time here. 3 holes of water danger. Bombers off the tee. Streaky putters on easy green complexes. The greens are bent
It's
POA.
going to be one of those courses.
I need to change my pick.
Yeah.
The fairways are nope. It's too late. It's set in stone. Fairways are pretty generous. Some of the greens are big, so if it's soft and no wind, there's some scores to be had out. They might torch this course, boys. Without further ado, tell the people why. Butch, go.
What did I pick? Carson Young.
Carson Young.
That's because Lucas Glover wasn't playing.
When you
I
said,
saw Lucas Glover at the airport the other day.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
Was he sweating?
He looks like somebody to me that used to play first base in the major leagues like a while ago. But he's not that old.
Like the skipper?
I don't know. Just his body shape looks like a 1990s first baseman.
Like
that would wear
the skipper.
John Olerud?
Like Jim Tomei or somebody.
Jim Tomei.
Jim Tomei had an awesome swing, too, by the way.
Lefty, too.
One of the greatest Cleveland Indians ever.
How dare you? Cleveland Guardians.
Oh. Yeah.
No, he didn't play for the Guardians.
No, he played for the Indians.
He did.
Yeah.
Well,
he played for the Indians. That's facts.
That was back when I was a fan.
He doesn't respect culture. Tex, you gave us
neither does the United States, but we shipped them out west, right? Oh gosh.
Tex Ventura, tell us why.
I like his last name. Ventura.
Love that.
Aces, brothers.
Aces out.
Aces only. Aces
Last year he won the Argentina Open, and I feel like he's looking to continue that success this year in the Canadian Open.
You're saying he could. You're saying that he can.
Yep, he's playing his way. He's playing his way around the U.S. to then figure it out. He was actually teammates with Victor Hovland at Oklahoma State.
Woo! And Victor Hovland's been playing great this year.
Not since he's won the tour championship. He hasn't.
He's got money everywhere. J-Bye.
Well,
Sneeds.
Yeah, I mean, Sneeds is sneaking back in to the 7K range, so I knew I had to play him before he got there. I also picked him before I knew it was a Bombers course, but he did finish 7th last week at Memorial. Is he peaking? Is he going to sneak into the U.S. Open?
Is he Brant? Is he? Oh, look, here you go. Is he Canadian? Is he Brant Snedeker? Eh? Not for a Bombers course. I don't think Sned's just a bomber, dude.
No, he's not a bomber anymore.
I'm going 6,500. Give me Harry Higgs, because with all the success of baseball players wearing their jerseys halfway open, Harry Higgs is the poster child for that. FedEx Cup picture of Harry Higgs. Hubs, friends of Harry Higgs. I think I picked Hubs enough, so now I'm going to go with one of his friends. I want to ride this train of Harry Higgs. When he gets hot, I want to be on it. That didn't come out right.
That ain't Harry.
It could be. But anyways, I'm giving you Harry Higgs. Give me the big Higgs, big rigs. And then Dylon gave you Ryo Hisatsune, of course, $70 gazillion because he has no idea what he's doing picking these guys. So that's your golf talk, right?
Yeah.
Should be a fun tournament.
I feel like there's always some play in this tournament.
Yeah. I remember when Adam Hadwin got completely bulldozed at this tournament a year. Was in Nick Taylor?
Yeah.
Hubs is in. Lauer is in. Mike Kim is out. Novak is out. So our guys, 2 of our 4 guys are in. And shout out to Pat Mayo for interviewing Mike Kim and Novak after we did. So paving the way for you, buddy.
Hey.
Okay. How dare you? And then we're done, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
dare you? How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
How dare you? Way to get roasted by BMO. Tex. Okay. Who wants to go first? I have mine queued up.
I mean, I can. I have two.
Go ahead.
Well, I've been waiting for a little while to tell you guys this story about what happened to me yesterday because I didn't want to do it over text messages. So in production, kind of an unwritten rule is that you don't talk to talent. And they just don't want random people talking to talent, saying the wrong thing here and there, whatever. So kind of basically follow this rule. I sometimes don't because I just like talking to people and I'm pretty aware of my surroundings and what not to say and what to say and everything. So I typically, do talk to them, especially when I'm micing them up. So we just did a project with Jack O'Callahan and Ralph Cox from the 1980 ice hockey team and the movie Miracle and stuff.
Humble brag.
So Jack O'Callahan comes in. We're still kind of setting up when he comes in, and I talk to him a little bit when I'm micing him. But as he's doing his interview, I'm like, man, I really should have said something to him about how we used to watch the Miracle movie before the national championship game. So we always were like, we got to get to Miracle. Because we're watching Miracle. We knew we were going to win the national championship. So I said to myself, I'm going to say this to Ralph Cox. So Ralph Cox comes in. I'm talking to him a little bit. I start to tell him, hey, we used to watch this movie. It really kept us going 3 years. We won the national championship 3 years in a row. We use that as motivation, blah, blah, blah. He was like, oh, that's a great story, man. That's kind of all he said about it. I was like, that's kind of weird. So I started Googling him. I looked him up. I realized that he was the last person cut from the 1980 ice hockey team. So he didn't actually play on that team. And he tried to not be in the movie. So it was just how dare you go up there and talk to talent. I just felt like the biggest idiot ever as he was like saying all that in the interview.
He blessed your heart at you.
Yeah. He was like, oh, that's great. Story. That's great, man. That's awesome for you guys. And I was like, I shouldn't have assumed that he made the team.
Like, you're blushing right now.
Yeah, I know. I was so embarrassed. But yeah, how dare me for talking to talent when the unwritten rule is to not talk to talent.
Wow, dude, you missed your shot.
Yeah, I know. I should have told Jack O'Callahan. Instead, I told the guy that got cut very last as they were about to head to Lake Placid. He got cut.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, but I mean, he was in the movie. He said he tried to get out of the movie, but he was in the movie. And he said that he's gotten, he's started to actually appreciate people telling him that he's, helped them get through stuff or, whatever it might be. But I was like, yeah, we really loved watching that movie. And, oh my gosh,
it was so motivating to be a part of something great like that, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I got another one, but y'all can go.
All right. Who wants to go next? I can go, or somebody else has one.
I'll go next.
Do it.
My how dare you goes to Miami.
Florida,
Miami Marlins.
Ohio?
Miami Marlins just set the record for the lowest attendance at a baseball game with 137 people.
Wow. What?
I'm pretty sure that we get more people than that at high school baseball games.
We get more people watching this show right now than that.
Do you think all of those people sat close to the field?
No, they had them all. There's a picture and it has them all spread out kind of everywhere. They're all in the lower bowl.
I wonder. Do you think the people who are manning the ticket booths or the people that stand at the top of the railings at Pro
Sports
are like, pal, back it up. You
Dude,
can't go down
sounds
there.
like we need to go to a Miami game. We get for sure get a
We
foul ball.
absolutely should. I would love to do that.
And
Yeah.
just think about this: the Rockies beat them and won their 10th game of the year, which is also historically bad.
That is
10
also
and 50.
very bad.
So
10
the
and
Rockies have more wins in June than Scotty Scheffler.
Wow. Embrace debate.
Point.
How about that guy who lost the chess matches? Have you been seeing that?
No.
One player in the world, he keeps getting beat now. He can't stop getting beat. He lost one match, and so obviously Scotty Scheffler has more wins than he does. Oh, my gosh. Dude, Florida is just buzzing right now all over the Edmonton Oilers. Bush, did you have one, or you want me to go?
Go ahead.
My how dare you goes out to my beloved Seattle Mariners. Two legends of the game, one jersey number. The Seattle Mariners announced that they will be retiring Randy Johnson's number 51, joining Ichiro Suzuki, who also having his number 51 retired. You can't do a double retirement, can you? For the same jersey?
No.
Like, what is this, dude?
And you can't do it for somebody that wore it before the dude that got like.
You can't do it at the
It's
same
already
day
retired.
either.
It's
Like,
already
what
retired.
is this? This whole scenario is just bizarre. What are the odds that they both wear number 51 and they're that damn good at baseball?
Well, you might as well bring if you're just retiring the number 51, then you should just bring everybody that's worn it in Mariners history there. You can't just bring two of the 7 or
These
whatever
aren't just
it
Mariners
is.
legends, dude. These are like icons of the game. And you're going to retire both the same number at the same time.
I mean, App's trying to have that dilemma with 14. They let people keep wearing it.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Armani, and then you got the school's all-time leading rusher.
Who was that?
Marcus Cox. Sean Price. That's a ball knower name.
That's just a how dare you in and of itself. You can't. I guess they're doing it the best way they can, but it's just, I don't know. That's just a weird deal there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's my how dare you. Anybody else? Do you have another one? You said you had another one?
Yeah, I have another one, but you got one?
No, because we touched on my how dare yous during the show. I was going to how dare the Knicks, but
my second how dare you is to places advertising and putting up signs for coffee bar, and all it is a bunch of Keurigs lined up with a Keurig machine. That is not a coffee bar, and I don't even drink coffee.
It is not a coffee bar.
But it just drives me crazy that you're advertising as a coffee bar, and it's just Keurig cups with a Keurig machine. That's not a coffee bar. How dare you?
That is a good one.
Drives me crazy.
Oh, look at that. Look who's here. Super James. Back from the I wouldn't say he's not from the dead, but he's back from the depths.
The Milli Vanilli goats.
That's right. What's up, Super James? Missed you there, buddy. Missed you. Joining in there late. Okay, is there anything else, boys?
That's it.
I feel like that's it. I feel like we did it. Check out all the socials. I figured out how to do green screens on social media, so now I can yell whenever I want on any at any topic at any time. So, hey, look at B. McCormick working. Christmas in June. UPS just punched out for a 14-hour shift. Let's go.
Let's go. Riding around and getting it.
Making the world go round, baby.
Riding around and getting it.
All right, play us some music, J-Bob. Let's get out of here.